And look at this. Oh, there we go. Let's get it together. Okay. Y'all see my little poster picture my daughter got me up there. Okay. I should have brought it down some more, but it's okay. Okay, y'all. We are here at Talk with Mama Kim. As y'all can see, I've seen, I am new at this. So as I go, I'm learning different things. I'm learning how to do this. So if anybody has a recommendation or see that I'm doing something wrong, or girl, you making it hard for you need to do this and add this and add this. So I don't know exactly how to get my films or what the films I'm talking about, and then have them right here on the side of me where you can also see what I'm talking about. But until then, I'm gonna have some conversations that's been running across my uh thing. Home. Welcome. Okay, that's Tehran. Hey, Tehran and the girls. Hi, Pinky. I love y'all. I said it on my other video. I love y'all. Y'all are so funny, y'all. So, like I said, I got my inspiration. I was like, I could probably do that, you know. And there'll be times where I will be pranking some folks. So be listening and watching. So we're gonna do some things. My first victim might be my son. But yeah, okay. Now I'm gonna go to the homepage on YouTube. And I'm scrolling down. Let's see. I'm gonna be scrolling down some stuff that is this terrible. I was definitely let's talk about this love and marriage in Huntsville. Hmm. I don't know, but no. Oh my god. And then there's I don't know what that means, but I checked it out. I'm not finished. Okay. I don't know if you have to log in or make a before you get people to I don't know. I had a few people watching last week, so um that was cool. They never come in and said anything, but they were watching. So 92, 3 people. So I didn't think I was gonna get that, y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna have some people come over and talk with us too. If I can. I don't know too many people because okay, the worst mom ever. Okay, let's go to Kamar Kilo, whatever his name is. Kamarka. Yes. And it says Mom abandoned me. I seen that one, but that was horrible. And they didn't give each other time to talk and okay. And then they got the mom that came out of jail. Let's do the lady with the rainbow hair. Let's talk about that. First, we're gonna listen and see what happened with that situation.
What will it take to forgive your sister? Jesus to come back. What will it take for you to forgive your sister? For her to get counseling. I love my sister. I think what's going to take this relationship to mend is parties that are not here right now. It's not the money. It's parties that are not here right now. So it's your parents. She don't have it. It's your parents. Your parents need to be here right now. Absolutely. And whatever has happened to you all as kids is bleeding into you as adults. Listen, that 116 or whatever it is not going to hurt you. You fly. You got a bright future ahead of you. Go make your money somewhere else. And until you find your parents in a space where they can help y'all heal, y'all gotta disconnect. And that's just the truth of it. I feel that. There's a young woman inside of you that's hurting, and there's a young woman inside of you who's confused and doesn't know how to accept her sister's pain. And until that is acknowledged and healed, this is gonna keep going forever and ever. What will it take to forgive your sister?
They repeat the same thing.
We was all close, but each and every one of us was all getting touched on. You was in a room with our so-called family member, and you were supposed to protect me from them people, not freaking become one of them. You was not supposed to sit there and touch people. What did I tell your producers in the back? I cannot blame her for that because she went through way worse than I did, and I don't ever fail to let people know that. I cannot sit there and bash my sister for what was done to me as a child, because I know it was done to her 10 times worse way earlier before it was done from me. But you cannot sit there and tell me we was not close. We sat there and stayed in the same bed. Every time one of us got beat, do you know?
It's a situation about
for women over 40 is
the conversation that I want to have is basically is family, and I need help with that too. Sometimes people say that they don't want to talk to families or what, and that's not cool. And I'm working on it myself because I have a sibling that I don't talk to. I have 2 siblings that I don't talk to. And I kind of miss all 3 of them for real. But I know they work, and, well, 2 of them do the other. Lazy. I don't even think I just. I need help. I'm judgmental. And I need some help. I'm not biased or anything or certain things, and I don't feel like, okay, if you don't think Kim's way, then your way is wrong. No, I don't think that. But I do think that we as human, we can make choices. We can make choices, and then we want to make. It's your fault. No, it's not. Ain't nobody's fault. It's your fault because we make bad choices. We've got choices that no. So we have to take accountability. Can't get that word out. But we got to be responsible, and we got to make, okay, this is my choice. I made that choice. Even if that person was with you, prime example, you are recovering alcoholic, and you've been doing good for years. You ain't had no drink in years. And then you decide, okay, I'm hanging with I'm going to see my old boys and see what's happening with them. Okay, and it's what it is. Okay, and then you sit there and be like, man, what's up? I ain't seen you in a long time. How you been? Yeah, what's up, man? Just stop by, see how the hood doing. Just check it out, see how everybody doing. Oh, man, we cool. We sitting here doing the same old same thing. Man, what's up? You want a drink? Nah, man, I ain't drinking in years. Okay. You ain't drinking in years. Okay, man. Okay, I understand. But it's here if you want it. It's here if you want it. Everybody drunk, having a good time. First of all, the choice you should have made is like, okay, I'll smoke. I went around, said hi. And then you should have left. You should have left. No, you didn't leave. You stayed there. And then, man, another person come up. Hey, what's up? I ain't seen you in a long time. And then you say, man, just give me a little bit. Just give me a little bit. Man, give me a cup. Pour that in there. Who made you do that? Who made you make that choice? You put yourself in that predicament, and then you want to blame other people for what the choice that you made. See, we all have to take accountability for our own choices. If we go out here and make these choices, I mean, you got people out here that blame God for their stuff. Oh God, if you God, you blame, I blame God. No, no, God, look what you made. Look what happened. If you no, because God gave us the accountability to make our own choices. And it's up to us to make the right choice or the bad choice. Sometimes we choose the wrong man. Sometimes we choose the wrong woman. The only thing we can't choose is our kids. But we can't choose them. It's like bloop, and there it is. Now you can choose not to have them. You can choose not to keep them. But the choice is that you pound on your kids. And that's the thing. I won't say I was perfect as a mom. No one's perfect. I can't say I made the best choices in the world as some choices as mom. But I never blame nobody for my um, choices. You know, I did what I did. And then you look and I have somebody. Do you have regrets in your life? Hell no. Oh, I don't know if I can say that on here, but hell no. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't make the bad choices. I didn't make the best choices. I didn't make bad choices either. I think I did choose. I chose a great man to have kids back. I did choose that right. I did. I didn't go through baby mama drama. I didn't go. So when my girlfriends, my was talking about baby, and that my baby daddy did some, my baby, I was like, I didn't know what they were talking about because I had a great baby daddy. He was great. He spent time with his children. He he was a great dad. He spent time. He paid his child. He took himself to child support. I would have never put that man on child because I knew he was gonna take care of his kids. He put himself on child support. And when I did, I made sure my kids was what they had. Everybody. They did. My little pumpkin, well, she ain't no pumpkin no more, but she's mine. She's 33 years old. My little pumpkin. She thought we was rich. One time we was sitting there going through it, and the only time that we really was going through it is when I got married. When I got married. That was the worst 15. Not, I didn't marry my baby daddy. My baby daddy was diagnosed with some type of illness which I didn't know of, and he found out he was sick. And I don't want to say it was cancer, but he died back in I want to say 2016. I don't know for sure, but he passed away. But when my son was 9 months old, like both of my children are by the same man. When my son, um, when my son was 9 months old, me and him was we got our first apartment when I had my daughter because my daughter's the oldest, and we was making good choices. And when he found out he was sick, he didn't want me to stop living my life and oh, you got to take care of me when I'm sick, and which I would have because I loved him. I mean, we was young. I was only 21 when I had my first daughter, and I think I was 22 when I had my son. But we was good. We were when I say good. for people to be the age that he was working, I was working, we had our own place, we had a car, we had a little bank, we was good. And then he found out he was sick. And things just down here. I didn't make enough money to pay for a 2-year well, it's still one day apartment, but I wasn't making that much money. And minimum wage back then was what, 3.75 or something. It was I mean, if you was making $7, $10 an hour, you was living life. But it was just hard back then. I mean, come on, everybody knew it was hard in the 90s. It was hard in the 90s. It was hard. But we made do. I mean, all kinds of shit was going on in the 90s. What wasn't going on? I mean, what was we doing in the 90s? Yeah, everybody was. I mean, when I was coming up in the hood, I had a Delta 88. And I was cool with all the fellas. And I think that's why, no, that's me. Because I didn't kind of relate to females in for so long because I just thought they was, because I hung with the fellas. I hung with my brothers. I was raised with my brothers. My sister didn't come in the picture until much later, but she was much older than me, so she ain't had time for me. So I hung with my brothers, and I was raised with my brothers, so I kind of had that mentality like the fellas had. And it wasn't like a lot of females that I hung with, but I had females that I did hang with. I ain't gonna lie. I had my girls. And we was cool. And they ain't have a problem with what I drove. I had a Delta 88. But I didn't hang like I wanted to hang because I was a mother too. And they were like, girl, you don't even know what you got. You got to. I didn't. I just had a car. In my mind, I just had a car. I still don't know what the fuck a Delta 88 meant. I don't. I just had a car. And I ain't like it because it was that ugly, ugly, ugly green, but it had a velvet top on the back or whatever. And it was, my brother said, that's a nice engine. I think I sold it. I don't know what happened to it. My memory is fuzzy. But anyway, that was a choice. And I kind of tell my kids, make good choices. We ain't going to always make them. We ain't going to make them. But as I got older, and like I am now, I look at stuff like, I mean, you don't make a what age you can get in some shit. Sometimes you get in some shit and you ain't even got to leave your house. You don't have to leave your house. You could just be right here. I'm in the house right now. Boy, it can knock on your door. It can call you. It can text you. It can Facebook time you. Instagram you. Hula time you. Whatever time can. Bullshit can come find you if it want to. But it's about how you approach the bullshit. Don't approach it. I don't know why I need more like y'all. I don't know. I just think the film is just ugly. But anyway, as I get better in this, y'all, hopefully it'll be all right. But I wanted to sit there and talk about. That's one of the things. The choices. Choices. That's what we're gonna talk. Choices. Let's see what the crazy choices that we can hear about. I can't show it to y'all unless I turn it around like that, and you can't see it. I got my thing set here, and I don't want to change it because it sits up so nicely. So, what we're going to do,
a woman over 40 getting
torn.
Weight Watchers, or super intense workout.
No. Okay. Choices. Okay, let's check out there. I used to like the guys. I used to like this guy. Okay, I used to like that guy. Okay. Let's see why she used to like this guy. Oh, that's pretty. It says new learners home for sale. Learners. Okay, I don't have my glasses on. Oh, okay, skip.
A woman known as Brick Lady charged in Houston after
Brick Lady, that's what I want.
Raising $42,000. So nobody read the article, huh? I used to like this content creator. Came across him on TikTok. I really thought smart, intellectual, very intelligent, really pushing the needle forward for the Black community. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still proud to see another Black man succeed. He got 2.5 million followers on TikTok, but I can't lie, I'm gonna have to look at him sideways when it comes to
a lot of TikTok.
Because he couldn't be pandering any harder.
Remember, I got a lot of
Consciously, when you gonna apologize because that little helper was scamming? I told you she was scamming, she was lying. When you gonna apologize? The apology better be as loud as you prefer it.
Then she go to jail.
The article proves and disproves. Let's state the obvious. A lot of y'all don't have as much hope and legitimacy into the system or the legal process until it's about disproving support of a Black woman. Then all of a sudden, y'all become legal advocates. He's correct. Most of us don't have any hope when it comes to the justice system. But just like in this case, nothing would have came of the justice system if it wasn't first for a Black woman, Daphne Slayton, who pushed for the justice system to come forward and do something in regards to this case. So here you have a Black woman that made the justice system do what it was supposed to do in regards to another Black woman who was doing wrong by the Black community with the attempt of trying to make Black men look bad. Now what do you have to say? Just a couple of days ago, y'all was all about Martin Luther Majors being a victim of the system because his victim lied about the details in which how it happened. You think he's slick? I'm not even going to respond to that. Not until he finished outlining, which he will, exactly what happened in that police report. And let's not talk about the Jonathan Mayer situation because this has nothing to do with that man. We're going to talk about her because one person wrongdoing doesn't have anything to do with another person's wrongdoing. So let's keep it about this woman here, the Brick Lady. The article proves that she was assaulted, but that she did not give the correct details about how it happened. According to charging documents, Osman and Douglas were in an argument, and Douglas reportedly swung his right hand while holding what appeared to be a plastic and struck Osman in the face. Now, why is the headline written in the way to presume she made the whole thing up when the article itself states that she was assaulted, but that she allegedly lied about how she was assaulted? My God, let's not do this. If anything, that article was labeled or titled that way for clickbait purposes. Well, we know good and well she hit the man first, but we can't even say that she was assaulted at this point. They had a physical altercation where both parties were at fault, starting with her. For the people in the back, the reason why she's being charged with fraud is because law enforcement said, no, you were assaulted, but you lied about how you said she was assaulted, therefore all the money you raised is fraud. Which literally leaves me scratching my head. Now, the GoFundMe that is being called into question was about helping her recover and paying for medical bills because she was assaulted. Now, the article itself states that she was assaulted. So what a fraud come in. So y'all gonna piss on my hand and tell me it's raining, huh? The article also states they were able to find video of the defendant and another person who they believe was the accused assaulter. They got in the car. They both got out of the car. The defendant slapped the male, who responded by slapping her back. He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left a mark on her face. But it was mutual combat. That's what they said. See, no, we're not about to do this. We're not about to do this.
He
sat there and read that the woman assaulted him first, and then he hit her back. this article is stating that this woman was assaulted and that her GoFundMe page shouldn't be taken down because these funds are going to go towards her being assaulted? Maybe if you could see past your own nose for a second, you wouldn't disregard the fact that she hit him first. So what are you saying is only assaulted the woman that he wasn't first assaulted by her? Stop. He just used the word allegedly as if it was necessary to use. It ain't no alleged. She said in the video herself, the video that I'm more than sure that you've seen, my guy, of her saying that she was hit with a brick. Hence the name Brick Girl. We're not calling her Brick Girl for no reason, or Brick Lady. No.
So did they receive the brick?
Ain't no allegedly. She said she was hit with a brick. Yet you still want to defend her as if she wasn't lying because the story is slightly different. No, if you got hit with a water bottle, say you got hit with a water bottle. So they charged this woman with fraud because she said she was hit by a brick, but they said she was hit by a water bottle, but they do acknowledge she was hit. They do acknowledge with marks left on her face. So she can't get a GoFundMe to take care of what. And this really the part that had me scratching. TikTokers provide police information on Osmond false claims, past alleged scams. During the investigation, detectives said they received call from Daphne Sutton, a mental health advocate and blogger on TikTok, who believed Osmond was conducting a scam because similar situation happened in Minneapolis in 2020. Daphne Sutton, the queen of accountability that literally made about 30, it's exaggeration. I say probably like 10 to 15 different Twitter videos about her calling Houston law enforcement and saying, hey, bro, yeah, she's scamming. Queen of accountability. So according to law enforcement, it was a plastic water bottle that left this mark on her face. Okay. Not no saline, not no injections, not that she made it up, like it was a water bottle. Second thing, they claim in the article it was mutual combat. That's what the law enforcement said, but one individual had a object, the other one did not, and the individual that had an object was a man, but it's mutual combat. Interesting. How does that change the fact that the combat was mutual? That does not change the fact that the combat is mutual at all. If one person has a knife and the other person is using their fist, and the person that's using their fist gets the upper hand and knocks the knife out the other person's hand and clocks them in the face, and now they're on the ground passed out. Interesting.
He had the same look I had, like
full, half empty, half full, or empty.
Right.
Breaking news. Woman who went viral after claiming the man assaulted her with the brick in Houston is being charged with felony death by deception after allegedly raising tens of thousands of dollars for a GoFundMe scam. Happened to do some more digging, a little bit more research, and I want to share with y'all what I found, especially after talking with Roe. Now, law enforcement alleges that this mark was left on Roe's face by a water bottle that was justifiably done through mutual combat because she was the aggressor. Roe alleges that's actually not what happened at all, and that not only is she not the aggressor in this situation, but that she has video evidence of the assailant literally admitted to hitting her with a liquor bottle and not a water bottle. She actually provided me with the video. Y'all want to watch it? So why did she say what happened to her face? I don't want to do this in 1300 times. But what happened to her face? As a grown man, the brick is weird to me. Yes. You see me how you feel like I interact? I feel like you walk around with a fake. But I feel before the rest of the video play, this is a very important detail with this fake dingling part that they're talking about because Roe alleges that she's not the aggressor and in fact that he allegedly touched her first with this little fake dingling that Roe says is important to acknowledge that he did not deny the claims of walking around with the fake dingling, and in fact that's the reason why she slapped him. Like my people that told me about you, but I didn't tell me about me. I think a woman like that is. Whether you hit her with a brick or hit her with your hand, that's weird. Everybody know it's you. Once I tell you the story, you want to tell your friends this, or do I have to keep telling your friends? I'm going to tell my friend that told me it was you. I can tell you. No, I'm going to tell my friends that told me it was you. My friend told me it was you.
Okay, y'all see the shirt, but I didn't tear my shirt like this. Actually, I thought it was ripped when I first bought it, and until I took it back, and the shirt was made like that. So it's not.
Also find it very puzzling that her GoFundMe was made to help raise funds to cover medical expenses from being hit, and that the law enforcement confirmed that she was hit, but said that she wasn't hit the way that she said she was, and that's the crime right here. Not that she was hit with a liquor bottle. See, that right there was the first time that I seen that piece of evidence, and it didn't make me side with him or Rhonda anymore.
No more.
If you got half a brain, you wouldn't either. Because just like the man that's proclaiming that he is the one that hit Rhonda, he said he hit her with a bottle out of reflex because she hit him first. It still sounds like a mutual altercation. Like they were both doing something. Doesn't change the fact that the story that Rhonda told was that she denied a man of giving him her phone number, and because of that, he hit her with a brick. That story warranted people wanting to donate to her GoFundMe page. The truth? No. The truth? She got into a fight with a man. She hit the man first. He retaliated, hit her back. Nobody's about to donate to that GoFundMe. Nobody's about to donate to that. But they donated to the lie. That's the problem. That's why GoFundMe took her down. That's why she's not allowed back on the platform. Don't play this stupid game. Boy, I know you're smarter than this. You got too big of a platform, too big of a voice to be spewing this nonsense. Hey man, y'all already know I was gonna come in, so you're gonna have to leave. Here's my question about this entire situation. I don't understand why men believe that they're owed an apology. An apology for what? The definition of the word apology is a regretful acknowledgement of offense or failure. What precisely did we fail to do in this situation? Did we fail to report the incident as it happened, or did we fail to engage in pseudo-intellectual investigative debates with an anchored bias about how it is that something could have transpired? We know better. Did we fail to not listen to y'all about how it is she was lying? We didn't know that she was lying. For the record, I still don't believe that she was lying. So if you go back and watch these full video, you'll know that Texas is a mutual combat state. That's one. Also, two, Rhoda produced multiple documents identifying that what it is that she said in the process of what it is that happened was actually accurate. This man must not be able to read them because those multiple documents that Rhoda produced, which we all saw right here on this channel, the stories kept changing.
They did.
Celebrity didn't go in there. Daphne didn't go in there and type up stuff and change the story. No. We saw the documents as they were outlined. The stories kept changing. I believe that what a lot of black men want us to apologize for is the fact that we cannot hide them or defend them from the legal system of the United States. Here's my issue with that, though. Everything is arrested is not Nelson Mandela. Yes, the government conspired to put a lot of innocent black men in jail on fallacious charges. But a lot of black men are not those type of men. And sometimes this is the reason why when I get on this platform and I'm trying to defend black men about their emotional health, their mental health, things of that nature, this is the shit that knocks us back hundreds of years. Because a lot of y'all refuse to identify how it is that your resentment, how it is that patriarchy has treated black men bleeds into your perception of how it is that black women should be treated.
Back to what I was saying. Back what I was saying. All of this is about choice. And sometimes we make the wrong freaking choice. Okay. Now, you asked for girlfriend's number. She said no. In the process of saying no, you said something back to her that she didn't like. Then she started arguing right back with you. In the process of doing that, she made the first hit. She hit him, and he threw, because he had that bottle in his hand. He threw it at her. With doing that, she got a little scar or whatever on her face. She's saying it wasn't a bottle, it was a brick. Girl, if you got hit by a brick and he threw a brick, how he gonna have a brick in his hand? See, that's what they're saying. You're walking down the street and he just happened to have a brick in his hand. No, you hit him, he hit back. And that's basically how it went down. And she went on this funding, I don't know what that, I have to go back and listen to the name of it. And there, where they donate for people who's been hurt or been, and she wanted the police to get in more involved in it. Let's go back, let's listen. And I just think they just do too much talking for real. Okay.
Never about finding out what actually happened. Because to my knowledge, nobody ever said that the water bottle that he used was plastic. It was about once again trying to invalidate this black woman's reality in order to make the reality of black men being false.
He said, remember, the water bottle was plastic.
A false accusation or a fallacious charge.
That depends on how hard he threw it.
That has been utilized to usurp and to interrupt the progress of black men. But once again, this type of situation is not the same as your baby mama weaponizing the court against you so that you can't see your kids. Go to the courtroom mediator to deal with that shit. This right here, my boy, is literally what it is that I mean when I say that black men will utilize the entire lives of black women in order to make their lives seem more important. You invalidated somebody's life trauma in order to create the illustration that false accusations exist within the criminal justice system towards black men. It's ill-timed, it's inappropriate, and it extends from you feeling as if though your reality within the system of the United States is constantly invalidated. It's that crabs in the barrel shit, fool. Give it to him. There's a whole lot of truth to what it was that he was just saying.
Yeah.
But where he was completely incorrect was this situation here. How can you not see that this woman was parading around accusing the black folks that was in her proximity of not doing anything to protect them from an incident that they were unaware of? The incident that happened in the car that she made seem like happened outside in the proximity of other people that was around. That's not how it happened. Nobody could have protected her from the situation that she put herself in by first laying hands on that man. She didn't know how he was going to react. She didn't know how he was going to respond. She must think and feel that all men will just sit back and allow you to first physically assault them, just like in that clip of her slapping that white man, and that white man did nothing. She must think that all men in general are going to respond the same way, with no repercussions. The rights do not make a wrong. If you're a woman and you wrong a man, and that man wrongs you back, then you do not get to play the victim. You do, in regards to what happened, the sincerity for the lie that you just told. And then the shame on these men, as smart as they are, man, dumb and giving simp vibes as if they're going to get the cat from this woman for pandering as hard as they are. It's not going to happen. She ain't going to get it to you. You shouldn't even want it from her. Why? Alright, Mr. Conscious Lee, let's head over to your YouTube channel to see what the people had to say in your comments in regards to the video that you made here that we reacted to. Because maybe we wrong. But Okay, so let's see what the folks had to say. You got 369 comments here. We ain't gonna read all of them, that's for sure, but we definitely gonna check out a couple. The first comment here by BMW Sport Cali 2306 says, her lying about the event that led to her getting smacked and trying to garner sympathy donations is the equivalent of me claiming I broke my arm fighting off a dude trying to SL woman, when in reality, I broke my arm because I picked a fight with the wrong dude. If I started to GoFundMe for that with my BS heroic story, you're going to tell me that that's fraud. LOL. Just take the L, man. Pretty much said the same thing I did right there. X month 12-15 states, a lie don't care who tell it. Stop trying to say she couldn't recall how she was hit. She made, if we're taking everything from this video as truth, $80,000 from a lie. She used the brick as a more shocking story, as well as being the aggressor in this interaction. My role is not to hit a woman, but that's not everyone's role. Stop putting yourself in situations that you can't avoid. Not victim blaming. It's called having wisdom, being aware, and understanding who you are. She lied and is being charged accordingly. This would be 10 times worse if she was a man. People that were vouching for her is wrong on this one. You will be okay. Ultra One says, stop it. You're losing credibility. Uh-oh. Here's a lesson, young man. When you're wrong, admit it and move on. You'll retain the shred of what's left of your credibility and respect.
But they say he needs to apologize. I don't think he needs to apologize.
Then you only read the part about her being hit with a water bottle, but not the part where she started the fight in the first place. This woman was/is Dennis the Menace of her neighborhood. Also, there's evidence that this isn't the first time she has done this. Blast those 313 states. She lied about the entire situation. She assaulted a man, then retaliated. Why are you leaving that out, clown? And she lied to scam money on GoFundMe. It's crazy how
GoFundMe, that's what it is.
And then this person got responses too. Once a fool, always a fool. He's successfully gaslighting Instagram into believing this BS. YouTube is not happening. That's right. We're on YouTube, and we're not having it. And the comments continue. I can easily sit here and read all nearly 400 of these comments, and they're all going to outline the same thing. That this guy's wrong. He's pandering, and he's losing credit on doing so. Leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. See you.
Okay. Okay, now. Okay, where's Paul's at?
My package is here. Jacob? Yeah. People been getting these all the Yeah, we've been talking to them all day. Nice, thank you. All right, open up this package.
Okay. Okay. That is back to my point of our conversation today. Choice. Now, her choice was to go off and go file for that funding to have people donate money for her cause. Because she lied and said she was hit with a brick when actually she was hit with a water bottle. And I said, a water bottle. So she just, a water bottle. I mean, if you throw it hard enough, I'm quite sure you might get, I don't know. I didn't get hit, so I don't know. Not with a water bottle anyway. So I don't know. But the whole point is she was getting funds saying that she got hit. I mean, like I said, they never said she didn't get hit. He never denied not saying that he did hit her, but She lied about the brick. That's the choice she made. She could have said, "I got it with a water bottle," and he didn't slap me after he hit me. It could have did anything, but a brick, and you were in the car. You was inside his car. I don't know. Those are the choices. I got a headache. Those are the choices that we made, or she made. We make bad choices, and then stuff happens to you. You want to blame somebody else. No, you can't blame nobody else. You got to blame you for the choice that you made. Sometimes we need to step back and think like, oh, the outcome. But things, sometimes I do understand that sometimes things get so heated and so, man, sometimes you don't think. Like, prime example was me. I had, what, 50 years old? Yeah. 4 years ago. So 4 years ago, I think 3 years ago, I got into it with my friend, my boyfriend's aunt. But it wasn't her fault. It was his fault. And it's not actually his fault. It's my fault of the choices that I made. And I made the wrong choice. Not the wrong choices where, okay, this is what happened. He was, we was trying to start this little after hours joint. And we also were cooking, like during the day we might cook or whatever. So this is during the daytime, and he was doing pretty good being my driver because we was delivering the food also, and the food was, between me and my sister, the food was awesome. uh and the food was awesome. We enjoyed it really good, and we did awesome, really good. We were selling really good, and then it started picking up. Like, I don't know, people was just like word of mouth. Oh, yeah, I gotta try this. Whatever was cooking, I think we had pinto beans, fried chicken, candy yams, and collard greens. I think that's what we had. And it was like on a Sunday. It was a Sunday. It was a Sunday. That was because we only cook dinners on Sundays. We in the week we would just do chicken fries or hamburger or whatever, nuggets, whatever, chicken tenders and fries, stuff like that during the week. On weekends we did a major cooking, and it wouldn't be no fries, and you still could get the fries too. So we was booming, and not only that, there was alcohol served, and there was, whatever we could think that we thought people was asking for, we was doing it, and we was making good money. And when I had the little warm bag to keep the food warm, so when the food went to the people, that food was warm, and that's one of the things that they like. And it was not overheated. Sometimes you can overheat stuff, and just, so it was really good. Now, as the day go on, everything's going good, but then it got dark, and then he would come back slower than the trip. It would get slower and slower. Come to find out, he was doing stuff he had a business with. He started drinking, and once he started drinking, and this wasn't too long ago after I had my stroke, or not. That's why my sister was there to help me, or her didn't know that he had snuck a bottle out the house and was drinking with his aunt. You're taking away our money, man. Why would you do that? So I was pissed when I started looking around and saying, something missing. He done stole the Grey Goose. He done took the Henny away. He done stole 2 bottles. And I was pissed. So we calling because the orders are starting to back up. I told my sister to stop taking orders because we don't have a vehicle. Unless they come and get it, that's the only way that we can do food. They have to come get it. If they're not gonna come get it, then we cannot. Don't make no more food. So we stopped. We shut the food down because people. That's where we was making our money, and we were giving him actually the gas money tip. Him and his aunt was just living up off of me. Just living up, living. So his so-called friend was there, and I asked her to give me a ride to where I thought he was at, and that's where the hell he was. He gave me my keys, and we was arguing, and then that lady, I'm gonna call her fat lady. I'm gonna put her name on there because it's not fat lady. She started giving out words. Words and record. Now, we come words and words and words and words and words and words. Next thing you know, out my mouth, because Miss the first is just a nit. Bitch, that's my nephew. I'm no bitch. I said, I don't know why exactly words that because it's been so long, but exactly words that I said to this lady. But I do remember saying, if you feel froggy, bitch, sleep. Bitch, sleep. We was fighting. Had the keys to the truck in my hand. Okay. The choice was, you got the keys, leave. Yeah, that's the choice that I should have took. But that's not the choice I took. And my thing is this, I made the wrong choices and I lost my keys and they fucked my truck up. I had a GMC Terrain. I had a GMC Terrain 2011 GMC Terrain. You know, a lot of people are getting those cars, those trucks now. You see more of them than you do the Nissan. You know, so everybody's getting them. I had one. Then before that, I had a Santa Fe, a Honda Santa Fe. And for that, I had a Nissan. But anywho, the point I'm trying to make is that I made the wrong freaking choice. And my truck, my GMC Terrain paid for it. They put sugar, honey. I mean, them motherfuckers fucked my shit up. They fucked it up. So, I had to leave it. Like I said, I had to leave it. When I left it, they fucked it up. They told me they did it. She told me her son did it. Her sons. The same lady that when you had your baby and you ain't have nothing for your baby, I went to the store and spent about $150, maybe $200 so your baby could have some things that you know, bottles or whatever. You know, you only came home with what the hospital gave you. And old stank ass lady, mama, your mama, they had nothing for you. She had nothing for you. Nothing. But anyway, so my point is, and I know that we have scuffles and whatever that we have fighting. You know, my family, him, everybody comes on. You too old, be fighting and this and that. No, I'm not too old to. I never hit her. We had only had words. She jumped out her car and swung on me first. Now I could have went to the courts and press charges and whatever. But the whole thing is that I told her if you feel froggy, leap, and she felt froggy, so she leaped. I gave her permission to leap. I know the wrong choices that we make. We make the wrong choices sometimes, and with doing that, we can problems will occur. Sometimes the products will be out good, and some of them will. Most times, when you make bad choices, it don't come out good. It don't come out good at all. And we just got to understand that we got to before we leap, we ought to. You trying to stir my thing up, and if I choose to come over there and whoop your ass, there's gonna be problems after that. I might go to jail. I might get my I might go there, I might get my ass beat in the process trying not thinking I can whoop your ass. Then I might then go to jail. Or I could get hurt. Or I could lose my life. Or they could lose their life. It could come out really bad. Really bad. So another prime example would be I'm a driver. The rules say don't drink and drive. I'm out kicking it with my baby brother, who we don't talk to this day. Not because of this reason, but we don't talk to this day. But me and him used to, man, we drinking Grey Goose, we're other stuff, we're, I think we smoking weed. Yeah, we smoking weed. We had no, we smoked weed. We was high, but we had that. Oh, we had that gas, and woo, and I'm drinking Grey Goose, drinking like I ain't got to drive. I think I took him to work or took him home, or he told me to take him home. It didn't live that far from him, and man, dropped him off. I don't think I drove when it came to taking him home. I think he should have dropped me off first, and then he should have took his ass home. But you know, he probably was lit too. I know I can make it home. Anything after home, I don't know. So he took his ass home. Plus, he was away from home for. He had to go home and check it in. Anywho, I don't even know if I went home. No, I went to jail. I went to jail. Then I went home. But I was up in the neighborhood that you shouldn't be in. You know, we lived in the suburbs. So I was in the suburbs doing donuts. About this time in the morning. Thank God there wasn't a lot of traffic and cars and stuff. People wouldn't get up yet trying to go to work. And I went to jail. I don't even remember after that. I don't remember doing the donuts. I don't even remember dropping him off. I remember waking up in jail in the holding cell. And the only reason why I woke up because they say I was sleeping good, snoring and everything, is I heard my name sound and it was a male's voice, and I was like, what was that? Everybody, I don't know what I call me. You know, call me Kimberly like that. I don't know nobody would call me Kimberly like that. But my dad, you know, and he very suddenly called me Kimberly. So it wasn't too many people that would call me that, you know, like the way he called me. And I woke the hell up so fast, and I was shaking because I didn't know where I was at. And he asked me, he said, you know where you at, Kimberly? I said, yeah, now. I see him in the police uniform, so of course I know where I'm at. I'm in jail. But that was the choice that I made. I had to do 3 days, pay $3,000 and something more, almost close to $4,000 in fees and fines. I had to go spend 3 days at this program that I believe they brainwash me or do that hypnosis stuff like that, because after that I have not touched alcohol. I drink wine, which I guess is alcohol, but I don't drink a lot of that. I don't even drink a lot of that. So I think I've been hypnosis through that. I don't know, but I feel like I was under some hypnosis because I couldn't handle the taste of it. I'm like, I was drinking this. When did alcohol? After I did, before I did it 3 days, I was drinking. But did those 3 days at the hotel, and I'll say about a month, I was having something to drink, and it wouldn't stay on something. To this day, if I try to drink something, I'm going to throw up. I will throw up. So I don't drink that hard liquor no more. And but that was a choice. That was a choice that I made, and the repercussion was all that money going to court, getting my license suspended. I'm like, oh no. So I'm not. I'm not even on there. So, okay. And with that said, I just want everybody to know that we got to make better choices in our lives. And I just think the first thing is that, and this is how I choose to make better choices in my life. First of all, it's two things I do to make sure I make better choices. I don't try to put myself in a situation that Jesus ain't in. Cause I'll sit there and I'll be like, and I like my people, but when they start doing stuff that is you may get in trouble with, or and I'll sit there and I'll say, "Will Jesus be here? Will Jesus be around these people?" And then you get to looking around and then you start itching and you're feeling all uncomfortable and you're not having a good time. And I'm like, oh, no, he won't be here. So if you had a question if Jesus be here, would Jesus be drinking this? After all the trouble you've been through, would he be like, girl, go on, get you? No, Jesus wouldn't. And now then certain things gotta make sense. It just gotta make sense. It don't make sense to me. I'm like, I can't get it, and I don't want to make sense into a lie. Don't make it into the lie. Don't make it into the point where you got to dress it up so it can make sense. And it's okay. And if it don't, and you keep trying to make something out of nothing and it don't make sense, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Walk away. Walk away. You know how many times I walk away some relations soon to be, or I thought could have been a relationship. And a lot of them situations I was in, I was just trying to get it in. See, that's the point that y'all guys don't understand. We women, you ain't gotta lie to us. Because half the time, we be wanting it to smash and damn, I just want to smash this motherfucker. But you pursued it. You pursued it. I had, and but we wound up together anyway. He was so honest, and it wasn't even about smashing at the time. He just wanted to, I just want to talk. We was on Facebook, and we was friends for a whole years. We was friends Facebook for so many years. And then the year that we start talking, he was trying to get me to come to his house, not to have sex, but just to come kick it, visit. I want to see you in person. I mean, hey, you seem like a person that I could get to. Like, I'm feeling you. Get your ass over here. No. No, I don't know you. I can't go over there. I don't know you. I'm not. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. So what he said. So one day, there was a choice that I made. I don't know you. And he was telling me where he lived at. Just because you telling me where you live at, and I may even kind of know where it's at. Kind of. And if that's where you live at, come over there. I don't know nobody over there. Let's don't go around. Who am I run to? Come to find out, I did know a few people that lived over there. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was my good friend. She stayed over there with her boyfriend. But it was her and her boyfriend. And we was on the phone. And this certain person just called me by a certain name. He knew my maiden name, so he would call me by my maiden name. He wouldn't call me. I'm still under my marriage name, but he called me my maiden name, my last name, and that's what he would call me. And so I was he the only one that does that. So me and her was talking on the phone, and I hear my name, and I said his name. And I asked her, I said, how you know? And she said, this is the fat lady. No, the other fat lady. That's my girl. I ain't gonna call her that. What can I call her? We gotta give these people names. I'm gonna say their names. Her name was Toya. My boyfriend's name is Terry. And her boyfriend was Angelo. And he would call me Wilson. Yeah, why is my lips getting like that? I don't like this stuff out here. Anyway, why I keep putting it on? Because I don't want my lips to look white. But anyway, so me and her was talking, and he was like, Wilson. I was like, oh. I was like, you live over there? Which I had the idea, but I wasn't for sure. And he was like, yeah, girl. I mean, boy, did he, he got her phone for him, and we just up with a conversation. Just start talking like it was just nothing. We was always good at conversations, me and him. We are good conversation, as y'all can see. But anyway, so I love story. It's like a love story to me. My love story. But anyway, so we're talking. She was like, how you know Terry? How you know Toy? He was like, I live over here. Where they at? I was like, really? I feel like I had no idea of that. But I'd be over there all the time. Never saw him when I was over there. So we used to sit outside and drink. She would drink there. I wouldn't drink. I would have water or soda. And we would talk. And she was like, get my phone. Yeah, y'all ain't in the house talking. Get my phone. Call his phone. And so that's how we met. No choices. And I felt like I made the good choices because here it is 4 years later. And we're still together. And just as happy as, I'm a Libra. And Libras carry their emotion, their stress, everything on their shoulders and their face. So if I wasn't happy or things wasn't going the way that I assumed it to be, we wasn't trying to jump. I think this is the second year, the first 2 years. And the only reason why that I'm here and not there at my place is it's because I gave my place up. And because he's in the hospital, he's not, he's injured. Not because of me. He's too young for me. I guess I could, but I ain't put it on him like I wanted to. Because I ain't know it's going to be like this, whatever. Our love life is gorgeous, but it's not been gorgeous in the last year and a half, year and some months, because he had a spinal stroke, and now he's paralyzed. But we still got that love for each other. We still got that love. He's paralyzed. He only got control of his neck, and can't scratch his nose. He can't feed himself. I seen him go down. And a lot of this is about the choices that he made. About the choices that he made. And we'll have another day of that. I want him to be on my on my live with me so that we both can tell the story together. But yeah, he's paralyzed. He's in the nursing home right now. And a lot of people thought that I didn't deserve being here in his apartment because I had my own and I didn't. They wanted to be up in his apartment, and he didn't want that. And he asked me, he said, I paid this much amount of money for my apartment, and you pay that much amount, and you pay more, hundreds or more, for your apartment than I do for mine. I said, well, of course, I have a 2-bedroom apartment, and I stay in the suburbs where it's the most dominant white than it is black. And of course, I pay more. He was like, yeah, your bougie ass. He was like, why? He was like, stay in my apartment. As he was saying that, I kept saying no, I kept saying no, I kept saying no. But in the process of this, I also was sharing apartments with my brother. And I would say, okay, bro, since you home more times than I'll just bring the rent money to you. You'll put the rent money in the slot and pay the rent, the gas and electric, whatever. I will help keep food in the house and this and that and that. What you did, we did that for a minute and we worked out pretty good because me and my brother has lived together before. And he had a bow. Some reason my brother flipped and he wasn't paying the bills. And we got evicted. So I told my baby my situation, and he was like, you ain't never there, you always at my place. And I say, I'm always at your place because you're not here, baby, you in that nursing home. And he was like, stay in my house. So that's what I did, and that's here I am. This is where I'm at. He said, just don't put so much pink and bright colors because he likes to live like a hermit. I don't. So, but we do both live kind of isolated because things that went on in our lives that we have isolated people to the point where we're afraid to let people in. I mean, we let each other in, but as for outsiders or some family members, we don't let them in. And I think that's why we get along so well, because we only let each other in. And he has been through so much. He has been he has a long lifetime, and he has problems. Oh, with UTIs. Yes, he keep catching those motherfuckers. He catch them like, oh, he good this month, next month he got a UTI, or he'll go on. It's just that I didn't even know. I did not know that men can get UTI. I didn't know. I thought only women did that. I thought only women get UTIs, but men get them, and they can get them worse than us. And that's what was going on with him. And being in a nursing home, he caught some type of infection also that's in his blood. I don't know. This is something he's telling me. I don't know, but he's telling me, oh God, the doctors verified it. And he once had the tube for his the catheter in his penis. Well, because sometimes we get it in our vagina. They put it in our vagina to catch the urine. But when he was at the nursing home, when he was at the nursing home, he was yelling, screaming, "Help, help!" because he wanted some water, and his mouth was so dry to the point where it was just so dry, and they wouldn't come in. Matt, okay, keep in mind that he's paralyzed, so he can't scratch his head, he can't scratch his nose, he can't do anything, can't lift his hand up and say, hey, and slap that call light or push the call light so that he can get some help. No, he has to yell out. That's all he has is his voice. Man. So he was in the nursing home. Only reason why he was in the nursing home because I had took care of him for a whole year. A whole year. He put himself in there. I wouldn't put him in there. I'd have kept taking care of him. But I was exhausted. I had caught COVID 2 times. This is 2019. Because I met him at the end of 2019. I met him. And I got with him in October. 8 days after my birthday. My birthday is October 1st. And I met Terry. I guess they're physically and face to face on October 8th. And he got hurt in 2020. Yeah. It'll be through. No. He got hurt in 2022. Yeah. Or did he get hurt? He got hurt in 2023, I think. No. In 2022. Yeah. It'd be 2 years of this year. Okay. So anyway, I already did the math is. Hurt my head. My head already got a headache. Well, anyway, the point is this lady was not giving him no water. She was standing over here with her fist pressed down on the desk. Talking about if you put that light back on, it's gonna be trouble. As I walk into his room, I'm pulling my earrings like what kind of trouble he gonna be in? See, that's the wrong choice that I would have made. And I had to I had to say, nope, that's not the choice I would have made, which I did. And I said, what kind of trouble he's going to be in by putting his light on? So I brought him down because he got to live there. He got to live there. But I did first, reported it, and they did escort her out of there. Well, she can't do it. So she did lose her job. It's been hard for him, and we still talk. He wants to come home, and I want him home because he had been through stuff. And yeah, I don't know how many times he has called state into the nursing home that he's in. So basically, the apartment that we in now is not handicap ready for him. First of all, the steps is too high, and we do have a ramp, but I'm just scared that he gonna tip over because he will have to lean so far back, and then he got to do like a running start to get up the steps because we in the basement, but you have to go up the steps. We can't live the ramp or mount the ramp down because other people live here. And so I guess we would have to have a petition and sign that people wouldn't have a problem with us having the ramp, walking up the ramp to do what they got to do, get back and forth in and out the house and the building. But we would have to buy a whole nother ramp so that he can have a ramp to go up. Now, who's going to keep on taking that ramp up and then place it back down in the front part and then roll it back down? Then we got to remove the ramp from that. And then if you want to go in a vehicle, we have to put the ramp right there. So we're trying to eliminate some of the extra hazards. Bathroom was too small that we wouldn't be able to give him a shower. The boy has not had a shower but once in 2 years. It'd be 2 years in March. So he hasn't had a full bath. He get bed baths, sponges. They don't really actually deep clean him. I think with him being as paralyzed as he is, that I think they should check on him more than what they do. He can be in that room for hours and hours a month. I don't think, okay, it's not like, and I said this to the DON, but it still is not being enforced. It don't matter if you're, the point is he can't use his hands. He does have a call like that he can blow in, but sometimes he can't reach it. I mean, if you're walking down the highway and everybody knows of him, activities, all kinds of things. If you know that he's not capable of doing this, why don't you? Okay, I'm walking past this wrong. You all right, Mr. Terry? Are you okay? And he can say, yeah, I'm watching TV. Or, yeah, can you push this call light up for me a little bit so I can call out? Can you open the door? I need the door open. Because sometimes he asks you to close his door because it's a particular patient that's been trying to fight him. He can't defend himself. I don't have my car's down. And then on top of that, somebody ran and hit it. Hit run. Car's done. Done. And I can't get to him the way I want to, the way I used to. I used to be there every day. Be there every day. So his family can't be there every day, but they work. Even when I was working, I was there every day. Yeah, every day. But if you like this video, hit that like button and the subscribe button. And come and talk to me whenever, hit a comment, subscribe button, and thumbs up if you like that video. Okay. That's long enough. I have to do that sooner. Okay. But anyway, the choice that I made is to be there for him because we all we got, him and I. We we got other family members, but him and I is all we got because we have this such beautiful relationship, me and him, and even though we are that far away from each other in age, he has a really good a lot of stuff this young man been through. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't even imagine that hurtful stuff that he's been through, but he made it. He made it. He's a survivor. He's a survivor. A survivor. And he's good. He's good. So I just think he would be better if he came home. I'd be better if he came home. I think I would rest better. I wouldn't be up at 5 or 4 in the morning making videos because he would be in another room telling me shut up. Or he'd be like, bring that in here, let me see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It would be just it would be good. And I miss him. I miss him. Very, very gorgeous. Very gorgeous. He is gorgeous. He's gorgeous to me. And some people might say, he's handsome. But he's gorgeous. And he's mine. My Terry. That's all I call him. My Terry. And he's been there for me. As much as I've been there for him. He just gave me again. What's this? Oh. You have a voice, baby. And you're entitled to that voice. And I'm going to use it to let somebody know that you have a voice, you're worthy. And that's what I tell her. Just because you're that way, you still have a voice to let people know, hey, you don't stop doing this and doing that and doing that, you're going to wind up here. And sometimes you don't always have a great support system to help you get through the hard struggles of being like this. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my point. That's just my opinion. I'm a little wretched. My words don't come out the way that it should. Maybe I'm not using a whole lot of, but I'm being me. I'm going to say how it is. I'm not going to be fake. I'm not going to be whatever. There's not going to be no fakeness. No fakeness. Not in my topics that I'm talking about. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I ain't going to talk about it because I don't know nothing about it. And I will address that too. Like, okay. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to discuss about. And now one damn person just scroll by and say, let me see what this lady talked about. Or just say, I see she ain't got nobody listening. Let me see what she talked about. Let's see. Okay. That's the first time and the second time. I'm going to keep going until I do get some listeners. And I'm going to get somebody to understand that him and I need help. We need help with, I don't know, maybe he need help with volunteers to help us. We might need help with information that can help us with equipment. They get, oh Lord, let me tell you about the bed that they gave us and the Hoyer that they gave us. It's 2024. And this was in 2021, maybe, or 2022. I don't know. When we got ready, he got ready to come home because he was up at the main hospital when this happened. And they gave us the dinosaur, the oldest hospital bed that you could ever give somebody, where you got to crank the bed all the way up, uncrank it down when only thing that was electric was to push the button to raise his head or his feet. Then we had the old Hoyer where he had to change, and you put the chain here and at the feet on the sides. You got the two chains there, and then the chains up the. And then no, we ain't push no button. You had to crank him up. Now I became working in as a CNA, or certified nurse's assistant, nurse's aide. Not assistant, nurse's aide. What was that? 1996. I think I got certified in 97, 98. And some of the stuff that we were taught and learned as going for our CNAs, they took it from CNAs, and now PCs do it. PCs do more in the hospitals as PCs than we do as nurses' aides in the nursing home. In the nursing home, when I was there, we took blood pressure, we took vitals, we did a lot of stuff. We did some dressing. We did some filing reports on certain things, and that we had to make sure that it was done. I don't know if they still do that now in the nursing home. Maybe they do. I don't know. It's been years since I worked in a nursing home, so I don't know. But so when I decided to go back to the nursing home to work, and I was doing a lot of, we don't do that. That's the nurse's job. The nurses don't pursue the nurses to keep your room clean, keep your nose, keep everything tidy, and make sure if a resident drop food on their full clothes or whatever, you had nurses like, oh, we need to change this is such and such a shirt. I think she got a stain from when she was eating, or whatever it may be, and then you had to, or you got rolled up. You got rolled up, and then after so many write-ups, you either had to do another in service to find out what you're lacking in, and it's causing you to not be able to do this because maybe getting some more in service on such and such, because we're seeing that you're not performing that in the order that needs to be done. So you will get right up and get an in service. If you can't getting right up, I think you lose your job. So, and then there's senior aides that's been doing it. The senior aides, they ain't let you mess their floor up, or because they've been on that floor forever. So when you get assignment on that floor, they gonna come in there. You need help, make sure your bed made and wrinkles and tuck, because it was a certain way we had to make the beds, and the nurses would come in there, drop quarters, to see if the bed would bounce, and it was hard. And I used to work in the rough, they had the uppity nursing homes, and then they had the poor nursing homes. And so the poor nursing homes was basically with people who was on Medicaid and have actually money to have any type of money flowing or whatever, and they just couldn't take care of themselves. Oh my God, I just thought of something. My friend, his brother has dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever the heck he got. And he was in a nursing home. And unfortunately, he was fighting the people in the nursing home. They pressed charges against him and sent him to jail. Okay. Some reason he had to lose time. Him in his wheelchair. He got one leg. And they probably called and said, okay, he's being released. You don't want him. Okay, well, you don't want him. Mm-hmm. Yet they ain't want him. Was saying they ain't want him, so they set him outside, let him out, and he's right there. He's right there. This man can't not take care of himself. He can't take care of himself. Okay. I want to help him. I'll call later on today and find out if he found a place for him. Or is he still, because he don't drive. He don't have a vehicle. I have no idea what he'll do. See how people's choices, bad choices in life, will hinder other people? It's not his fault that he is a nursing home candidate. But the nursing home can't do nothing with him. Because the workers don't want to work with him because he fights them. And being in the hospitals, you can't fight them back like you would a person on the street. But who wants to come to work and be scared that they're going to be attacked by their assignment? I don't know. And he's schizophrenic. I think he's schizophrenic. I think he is schizophrenic. And he has all these problems when he needs medicine, to keep him elevated where he don't start hearing those voices real bad. And I don't know what know. I really don't know. That's and this is your brother, and you got two other brothers that they don't even help you with him. And I understand. When it comes to people being under medical illness, if it's mental or physical. He got one that's mental. I'm dealing with someone that's physical. And you don't have the resources or the knowledge, even the money you don't have the resources physically and financially. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? But I'm like, the choice this is a choice I made to stick it out with him. How you go all these times and you can't get it. Now he made a statement and he said, I don't care what you do. I'm not gonna lay up here and be worried about what you're doing and why you're doing. Just don't put it in my face and don't have nobody up in my house doing this and that. I'm 54 years old. And I'm not gonna disrespect. If I want to go out here and hump every time Dick and Harry and Jimmy Jones and everything, then I would. But they came out with the bullet. And come out with all that, which I haven't found the rose. Anywho, I make sure I'm good. I was gonna say I make sure I'm good. And it's not even about that. You know what I'm saying? Half time I don't even think about it. I be doing so much other stuff. That don't even, and I'm not impressed. I mean, I done seen it all. I done it all. So I'm not, a man come at me, he got to come different, very different, because I didn't seen it and I had the best. I don't know. I've always been a working, kept woman. So even though he's the way he is, paralyzed and everything, and in the nursing home, he does make sure I'm okay. And I make sure I'm okay too. So that's not there. And you be home soon, so we'll make it work. You know, cause baby, we'll make it work. You know, I'm gonna teach you. I had to turn into the preacher man. And you said it yourself. He ain't said it. He said that don't work. What my face do? I don't know. I can make sure his girl okay one way or another. That's what he does. He does. But he don't. He looks and pay attention to things. And he feels like if I look around and I see you don't need nothing, I ain't gonna volunteer my service unless I want to buy you something because I want to buy you something. And he also said closed mouth don't get fed. I don't know what you need unless you ask. And Kim, you don't ask for nothing. I ask, you just don't hear it. You can't give it to me right now because you're going through what you're going through. And that's why I don't ask, because I feel like my problems is not important considering what you're going through. So why I'm gonna stress you out with my problems when I'm 54 years old, and if I don't take care of what I need to take care of, then that's the reason why I'm in the bullshit I'm into, because I didn't take care of my business. I don't have no problems right now. Thanks to God, great job, because I do what I got to do to take care of my business. And I make sure he's okay. So my thing is this: I'm asking. My name is Kimberly, as y'all know. A lot of people call me Mama Kim. Mainly because I like to cook, and I'm always coming at people like a mama when I shouldn't, but I come at you like, and my kids' friends and my kids think that like my mama, my grandbabies. I'm the greatest mom. I'm the best grandma in the whole wide world, y'all. I have to keep my title. Not to keep my title though. Me and the girl's other grandma, we have to keep that title because they even called us the best grandma in the whole wide world. And me and her got to keep that. Yeah, keep that title. She's a great mom. She's a great grandma. I love her. I love her dearly. She recently had a birthday. Shout out to her back in December. I think I missed her party. I was doing other things. Nothing bad. I was with him. So it is about choices. And I'm not going out here and stress out and be yelling at people and everything like this, but there's few things that we need. We definitely need. I need information about a lawyer. I've called a few lawyers and left messages and went online and tried to find lawyers, and when I tell them our situation, they be like, oh, we don't do that. That's not our. We're not qualified for that in our field. We can't do that. Oh no, we don't have a lot of money. He's, he gets his money, I get mine, and we don't. But we'll make a way. We will make a way. Um, we need help. We need help with people come and help him with his therapy. I need help with that because sometimes he need to be pulled and just sit like in a sitting position on the side of the bed. But I can't do all of that by myself. And one time I had his brother here. His brother was awesome. He was great. Him and his girl was awesome. They was great help to him. But they stayed a few months. But they can't live their life. They can't stop their life. They can't be stopping it. They gotta live their life. You know. And then, we all was in a one bedroom trying to, and nobody had no privacy. Nobody could go off into their room and give each other a breather. Only person that had to walk away and go get a breather was me because I had the bedroom, and they were in the living room. He was in the bedroom with his hospital bed. They were on the couch. That's it. We had to watch whatever everybody else wanted to watch. But he could have put them in the bedroom, and I could have been on the couch with them. Right? But you ain't giving up your bedroom for the day. And I think that was kind of selfish on our part. We should have gave them the bedroom, and I should have been in here on the couch with him. And damn, I owe them an apology. Hey, see, we weren't thinking. We wasn't thinking this out. It's. I think this time when we do get into a better place, it would be a lot better. I ain't writing things down, but my thing is this: we are in need of help. We are needing help, and I would like for somebody to just reach out. If there's anybody out there that can reach out to help us, you know, send me hit that bell, bing ding. Hit that bell and leave me a message. You know what I'm saying? It's just and give me some pointers. I am not too old to learn. I'm never too old to learn, and I'm never too old not to take any advice from people that been in my predicament. In my predicament, yeah. I would love to hear some help, some comments from some people who has disabled family member that knows the deal. I've never actually had home hands on. I'm took care of, but I don't know the book wise and what I all need to make it work. So if someone see this video, I'm gonna make more videos for help. That has a disabled person and knows what I can do, please, 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 hit me up. I want to say thank you for all those who didn't tune in to listen to me. I hope that you see this video on YouTube and leave a message. Like I said, I will get better on as the time goes on. When I get, like I said, this is only my second, third, fourth video, and like I said, I don't actually what I'm doing when it comes. I just know how to make the video. That's all I know how to do right now. And So as soon as I learn more, they will get better. But until then, thank you. And have a great, great day. It is 6:21 a.m. I'm signing off.